First semi-final of ESL One Katowice is over. Right now, here with me is JW. What are your feelings right now?
Of course, I'm very happy, super relieved that we managed to beat Virtus.pro here, because they've shown an amazing form here. They were super hard to play against because of the crowd, but of course because of their skill as well. But I just try to keep focused, because we're not done yet. We have a final to win tomorrow, so we are super happy, but we have to focus for tomorrow.
How did you feel about the veto process? You got 3 maps that both teams are very strong at. You got Cobble, Mirage, and the last deciding map. Obviously, you didn't play that, but that was supposed to be Overpass. So how confident did you feel on those 3 maps against Virtus.pro?
In my opinion, we had a very good draw for us. We had a hard time discussing whether to veto Mirage or Nuke. But we ended up playing them on Mirage instead, because we feel Mirage is a stronger map for us, as well as for them, of course. But our Nuke is not that good, and the Cobblestone was our pick because we feel pretty confident on it. But when we had like 15-12, and it went over to overtime. I got a bit scared, because I got reminded of ESL One against NIP in the finals. Yeah. But I think the veto went the way we wanted it to go, so we were pretty confident. We knew that we had to win Cobblestone though, because Mirage is their best map, I think. So, but I think we should have the upper hand on Overpass against them. But it felt great that we could close it 2-0 instead of going into the third map.
So did you expect them to go so close with you on Cobblestone? Because we didn't see much of Cobblestone from Virtus.pro, while you had 2 very strong ones at this tournament. So what did you expect on Cobblestone from Virtus.pro really?
We had watched some demos on them, of course, so we were kind of prepared for them on Cobblestone, but I think we got a bit off guard, because we were not used to playing against that crowd, you know. I wouldn't say that we choked, but I mean, we felt that kind of extra pressure, so to say. But we expected them to be okay on it, or good maybe, but we had a feeling that we were better on it. So that's why we picked it pretty much. But
how are you feeling after playing the Cobblestone so many times now, the new version of it? How are you feeling about the changes to the map?
We have played the map quite a lot, and I think it's a better map now. But I think the other teams spend like too little time on it, so that we get an upper hand by just playing it pretty much, because most teams will veto it, or they just play a little bit on it and stuff like that. So, but I think that overall it's a good map right now.
Before it was very heavily CT-sided. Right now it looks like, at least from your results, it looks like the terrorists can get more rounds right now with the changes in front of A, because you can get through the center area in front of A a little easier. So what do you think about that? What do you think? Do you think the map got more balanced by this?
Like when we have watched the map, it feels kind of balanced, but of course a bit CT heavy. But during our practices and our own games, it felt like a T map, because we have very good rounds in it, and I think we play very good on it. But somehow they managed to get like 6-1, 7-1 or something, and we took a timeout, talked through like what they did and what could work and stuff like that. So we ended up getting like 6 rounds at least, which it was enough for an overtime. So I mean, I think it's a pretty balanced map, but a bit favored to the CT.
Who would you rather face in the final? Now it's obviously between NVS and NIP. NIP, you're very long-time rivals ever since DreamHack Winter 2013, basically. And NV, the more recent rivals. You played so many finals against them. So which would you rather face, and which would you rather avoid?
Of course, it would be fun to play NIP, but I think this is the major where we and Envious should battle it out, you know. We can play any one of them, of course, but I think not a better matchup, but a more fun matchup would be us versus Envious, because that's the final people have been wanting to see for a while now. So, but NIP is really strong and they could really go to the final, and I think we would have a harder time against them because they have a new player and it's harder to know what to expect. While NVS is a team, as you said, we have played them a lot before, so we have a good know of how they play. But yeah, we could play any team, but I hope we play NVS tomorrow.
So how are you feeling going into the final? You're going to be playing in the Spodek Arena tomorrow at 1 p.m. How are you feeling to be on such a big stage? Because that's the first time for you in Katowice, because last year it was Virtus.pro. So how are you feeling really?
We're super excited to play there. I think it's like a dream for every Counter-Strike player to play on that stage because it's so huge, and even if this stage was small compared to that one, you saw how much crowd there was. So I think everybody's super excited for it, and I think it's a dream come true almost. So.
What do you make of ESL's streams, the POV streams with TeamSpeak, with the communication? How are you feeling about the fact that the general public can really have a very good idea on how you communicate, and sometimes there was a heated discussion about it because some of the teams are hyping their players up, and sometimes they say something that is very controversial, to say the least. So what do you make of this? Obviously they don't mean it, the players, but yeah, what's your take on this?
I think it's a really good way actually to have those streams, because I think a lot of younger players and also players that want to grow as players, they can grow a lot by just listening to the comms, because I think players overall don't really understand how important the communication is, and they could really learn a lot about it. But I think the community overall shouldn't take it too serious, because when people hype up their teammates, it's they want their teammates to feel that the other opponent is worse than they actually is, of course, because then they play better, feel better, they feel that they are better than the other player. So I think the trash talk, or how to say, is it shouldn't be taken too serious, because that's just a way to hype up the mates, and but I think it's a really good thing for the community.
So that's it. What do you have to last to say? Any shoutouts to fans, sponsors?
Yeah, I want to thank all the sponsors, of course, and all the fans that watch us and cheer for us, even though there have been some controversy around us and all that, of course. But yeah, I hope people keep cheering for us, and hopefully we can take home the final.
So before the next semi-final, we will still get some of the teams, hopefully both of the teams in the next semi-final. So keep up with HLTV.org.